Okay, so here's a log house practice build that I started 1 month ago. And 1 month ago I had absolutely no idea at all how to build a log house. And so this is a practice, and this is the progress. Usually I would just wait until I'm finished with the thing and then talk about it, have a roof on there and everything. But I gotta leave the country in a few days, so I'm not gonna have time. I'm gonna have to leave it like this for a few weeks until I get back. So like I said, have had no experience at all doing this. Looks okay. The notches are really the tricky part of doing this whole thing. The notches, keeping things straight. You want to get really good logs. I'm using cypress logs here that I got sourced from a lumber yard. 1 4-meter log is $10, so very cheap. So far, that's about $200. So this is how it's coming. The very important thing, just starting out with the foundation, is this thing is going to be very, very heavy. So you want to make a very strong soil foundation, otherwise the whole structure is going to sink into the ground because it's going to be extremely, extremely heavy. The notches, got to be very careful with them and take your time. This is one way to think about it is this is a work of art. You're building a work of art that you're going to live in. So you can do many different things with it, but the key is to take your time and to go slow. Don't rush it. You got to be patient. You can't just be thinking like, I can't wait to get this done, or my progress is too slow. You just got to go slow, and you got to take it easy, slow it down, and take your time, because if you rush it, it's not going to look good. And another thing, if you rush it, it's gonna be dangerous, because this is a lot of work to do this. It's really hard work, physical hard work. You're exhausting your body when building this thing. You're lugging logs around. You're using a chainsaw. It's dangerous if you're gonna rush too fast and exhaust yourself. So have a very strong foundation base, and there's a bunch of different ways to do that. You want to have straight logs. You can't use curved logs. You want to cut your logs you want to fell the logs from the trees in winter. Winter solstice is the best. And that way they're not going to have a lot of water in there. They're going to be lighter, and they're going to be easier to season. When you're building this thing, just keep things as straight as you can. That's really the key. Now these end logs here, you can do a whole bunch of different stuff with them. You can kind of taper them and make a real cool design. And then here's this is going to be the main entrance door. A little bit about the tools. Here is an axe that I use for hewing. Here are some of the main tools that you're going to use. This is a log gouge. It's got the curve. You're going to gouge the notch out when you're doing this notch, and you're going to make a kind of a bowl shape. So you're going to need this log gouge tool. Little handsaw comes in handy. A draw knife here to clean up the log, shave things down, make it real smooth, and then scribing tool. So and a chainsaw. So that's pretty much what I'm doing here. I'm gonna put a window in from here, from this position. So the sun sets on that side, coming down through here into this. So put a window here to get a nice sunset, sunlight coming into the structure. I built this little thing because once you start to build up the logs and they get up to a point where it's high, you gotta build a little thing to where you can scribe the logs, and then you notch them down here, because otherwise it's going to be too dangerous. And have a chainsaw. You don't want to put a chainsaw above your head, and operate it above your head. It's just really dangerous. So, notch them down here on a little structure. And so, that's what it's looking like so far. And for the most part, it's pretty even. And I'm learning a lot. I think that basically anybody can do this, and if you do learn how to build a log house, I think it's like a survival skill. I think, if you can build a log house, then you can basically build your own house anytime, and it's a very good skill to learn how to do. Anybody can do it. I just been reading books and watching some videos about it and learning how to do it. And you can watch videos and do all that stuff as much as you want, but the key is you just got to get in, get out, and do it. Get your hands dirty. That's the only way you're really going to learn. So yeah, the gaps are not so bad, but there are a few gaps in there, and I will do some chinking, which means I'm going to put some material in between these gaps to plug up the gaps to keep cold air out. Probably I'm going to put a stove in the back, and the plan is I'm thinking I'm going to build this thing up to a point where I'm going to have a little loft in there, and then the stovepipe will run through the loft, so it'll be real warm up there in the loft. Very small structure, but maybe I can just chill out here, sleep here, when the wife is in Godzilla mode. But it's coming together. It's really good, good work. Makes you feel great building this thing, and really enjoying building it. Looking forward every weekend to getting my hands dirty and building this thing. Some people might want to wear a mask when they're building this, and you definitely want to wear goggles, because you're going to get a lot of dust and stuff in your eyes. Wear gloves, goggles, and you might want to wear a mask, especially if you got some rotten wood and you're shaving up and you're getting rotten wood powder. You don't want to breathe that stuff in. This is a work of art, as I said, so you got to really take your time, and that's really the most important thing about it, taking your time. So, yeah, it's real good work. It's real fun. It's really, really hard work, though. So, if you're going to do this, you got to, really stretch yourself out, get ready, prepare your body for it, and then you don't want to overwork, because last weekend I was doing this. I've been working on this every weekend for the last 4 weeks. Work Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday I've been working on this. Sometimes it's snowing out here and I'm doing it. So anyways, I did exhaust myself last Sunday, and it was just, I was dead dog tired. And you gotta know when to say, okay, enough is enough, it's time to take a break. So it's a lot of work, it's healthy, it's fun, it's good work. So yeah, I'll make another video when I'm finished with it, so you can just kind of get an idea what it looks like.